Chatty, it's Chloe Demar, your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes, here for another video. Today, this is just a little get ready with me playing with 3 of my newest palettes. And if that is something you're into, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so we are going to be playing with 3 of my favorite newest palettes. I decided just to go with the last 3. I did get a few other newer ones, but I thought I would just do the last 3 that I got. And they all have colors that I can do a really nice summer look with. So we're going to be playing with the Rising MUA Emerald City. We're going to be playing with the Gourmand Girls Virtual palette and the Saints, Angels, Tenors, A Fairy Tale, the collab with Fairy Light, aka Sophia Sadie. I keep wanting to call her Sophie Sadie, but it's Sophia Sadie. So I've got some supplies here, and I thought we could give this a whirl, and I can talk maybe about my weekend as we do this. So again, a little bit of P. Louise base on our eyeballs. So I actually had, oh, there she comes. I had a very busy weekend. It's still going on as I film this, but it was still quite a bit going on. So Saturday, so I had planned, because it was my goddaughter's birthday coming up, it's on the 13th. We wanted to go to a local cat sanctuary. It's the Raps Cat Sanctuary, and then we usually do something to eat. So we were going to go and do dinner. Then at the last minute, I won some tickets to, funnily enough, the Cat Sanctuary's gala that they have. So it's like an award ceremony and gala. They have a show. It's Pets and Pickers. There we go. I was just about to look it up. Pets and Pickers. They have the Cat Sanctuary. They have a vet hospital, and then they also have a thrift store. And the thrift store helps to fund the hospital, which they try to help the community and for people who really can't afford to take care of their pets, to help to, if not always do free care, at least lighten the load a lot. And then the Cat Sanctuary, they do some adoptions, and then they do a lot of hard to home cats, feral cats, and you can always go and visit. It's a lot of fun. So we kind of swapped things out a bit. Instead of meeting for dinner, we decided to meet for an early lunch. My goddaughter wanted to go to Walmart to get candy, so we did that. And then we went to the Cat Sanctuary for about an hour and a half, playing with all the kittens. Hi, baby. If I remember, I'll put a few pictures up. And yeah, so it was a lot of driving. And there we go. So we've got some primer on our eyelids. Now we can find what colors we want to do. Alrighty. I don't know why I couldn't remember Pets and Pickers. I think it's because it's the animal hospital. Anyways, so let's refresh ourselves with some color stories here. So this is the A Fairy's Tale, Saint Angel Sinners. So this one is very green, pink, and neutral heavy. I've been loving mixing pinks and greens, pinks, blues, and greens. That's been kind of my jam recently, so I thought this would be good to work with. And then we have the virtual palette. It is the Gourmand Girls X Cosmic Peaches collab. So it seems to be 2 collabs and 1 non-collab. And it is these beautiful bright colors here. So again, we're going the pinks, the blues, we've got a little bit of green. And then finally up, because I do want to play with this one some more because it is so beautiful, it's the Emerald City palette, and this one will have your pinks, blues, and some purples in there. So I thought between all of them, we should be able to do a bit of a look. So I thought we can get started on that, and I think we're going to start with, hold on, let me get, oh, I don't have any glasses here. So we're going to go with Kansas. So we're going to start with this neutral shade Kansas because I don't think I've used it. So I thought that's a good one that we can go and put along the edge there a bit. And then I can continue talking while we do that. So yeah, so we spent like an hour and a half playing with kittens. I, of course, fell in love with many of them. My favorites being, of course, a tortoise shell, which I was begging her to love me because she was so beautiful. But we did become friends at the end. And then I fell in love with this other, they say he's about 19. He has wobbly cat syndrome, and oh, he was just so sweet, and he loved the cookies. Took a little bit, like you couldn't feed them out of your hand, you had to put them down and show them where it was, but he managed to navigate the cookies and loved Snuggles. There was another orange cat that only had one eye, and you know, if you know me, if they're old, missing limbs, blind, deaf, whatever, that's the cat for me. So I fell in love with quite a few of the cats that were there. And then, so I had to drive to pick everybody up, drive to another city to go do the event, drive back from that city, drop the friend off, pick another friend, drive home, feed my cats, get ready, and then drive back to the city where the cat sanctuary is, but a different part of the city, to go to the hotel where they were having the gala. Alrighty, so we've got Kansas down. There we go. So just have a little bit of a neutral base, something to blend into. There we go. So like I said, I've been liking pinks and greens, blues and greens. So I think I'm going to try and do a pink, blue, and green look and try and bring them together. So let's take a quick look at what we have here. So there is a nice vibrant pink and a nice lighter blue. In here, I think this may be where we'll grab the shimmer from. We do have pink and green shimmers, dark and light, and then that is kind of the darkest green. And then in the virtual palette we do, which I haven't had a chance to use, we have these beautiful light green and a darker green and these beautiful pinks. So I've used the pinks out of here, I used the Vice out of here, use some of the blue. So I think we're going to use the green from here. So we'll use that green. We will use, which blue do we want? Yeah, let's use that blue because I think that will go well together. And then we will take the pink from in here. They're all kind of light shades, and then we can pick a shimmer. So I think I'm going to do it from blue to pink. No, from blue to green to pink. I think that's what we're going to try and do. So I'm just going to grab another. Oh, this one had a neutral on it, so it's fine. So I'm going to grab this fluffy one again, and then we are going to go into Bluebird, and that's that shade there. And then we're going to pop that in, and there we go. So where did it go? Yeah, so then we drove back to go to the gala, and the gala was mighty excellent. You could pick up drinks. They had a silent auction where you can bid on stuff. They had a 50-50 draw. You can just donate money if you'd like. It was dinner, drinks, dessert. They had performers. They had this local comedian that does what's the word? Impersonations. So she started off as Sharon Osbourne. She's really good at accents. It's Bonnie Kilroy. She's from Vancouver. And then, or Kilroe, sorry. And then she did Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, and then she ended off with Cher. She was really good, and her accents were pretty fantastic. I think some of the jokes didn't land because I think it depends on, because there were some really young people in the audience and there were some that were even older. So, but I thought she was funny. I got all the references. So for me, it was a really good time. My friend bid on 5 different things in the silent auction and won 4. So we had a lot to carry home. And then I only bid on 1 and I won 1. I needed to stock up some wine for when my best friend comes over. We have little wine nights. And then I managed to get myself some nice bubble bath and body lotion in it. And it wasn't too expensive. And it was helping out charity. I did do 50-50 tickets. Didn't win, but that's okay. All the money goes to charity. So it was a good time. We had a nice group of people at our table. It's decorated really beautiful. Some people were really fancy, other people's not so fancy, but it was really, really, really nice. There we go. So that is that blue shade. The show Pets and Pickers is kind of as it says. They showcase what goes on in the animal hospital and what they do in their care. And then they also, because they have the thrift store, they go on picks. So they get invited to go pick abandoned trailers or people just donating stuff and going through barns, which I love. I love if you can find vintage things. So they do that. And then the products can go into the thrift store, which will help the animals, which is awesome. All right, so we wanted to go into green next. So we are going to go into the shade Nostalgia from the Gourmand Girls Cosmic Peaches Virtual Palette. While they were between giving awards, they also kind of showcased some of the episodes and some things that happened. And there was a really good pick that they did where they were in an area of a whole bunch of abandoned, look like, like trailers, the backs of trailers. And they went in and they started picking stuff. And then it ended up being they're finding a bunch of Aboriginal art. And at first they thought it was a collector, but as they started going through and finding photos, it was actually from the original artist. So they knew a lot of these things would have cultural and family significance. So they went on the hunt and they ended up finding, unfortunately, the artist had passed away, and it was his storage container that they found, but they managed to find his daughter, and which she was so happy to get the beautiful art and treasures from her father back. And she was at the gala as well, which was super, super nice. So it was really nice that, they knew they could have sold it, but they knew because it had cultural heritage and, family significance, that it was more important that it would go back to the family. I thought that was so amazing. Just goes to show just what wonderful people, just besides being wonderful to help animals and families in need take care of their animals, that also as they're going through picking things, it's not always all about finding things to make that buck. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. So they do good works all around. They're actually going to go, the hospital is going to go 24/7, which is very exciting. They want to open more thrift stores. I think they're going to give SPCA a run for their money, is what I'm going to say. All right, so that is so pretty. So I'm going to go and blend that a little bit. Is that one clean? It is. I'd cleaned the brushes, but I'd used a few of them, so I just want to make sure I'm not wrecking colors here. Oh, purple would have been nice in here. I do have purple, but I think it's too late. Unless I want to do something on the edge. We'll see. We'll play with that. So the morning was us going for lunch, doing a little Walmart, playing with cats, and then the evening was going to the cat sanctuary and winning a silent auction, which was kind of fun. And I went with my favorite cat mama, my friend Amy. We always do the cat things together. Alrighty, so now we're going to look at a pink, and I think because that green is nice and light, we're going to go into this lighter one here from Gourmand Girls. And why can't I read that? I should have brought my glasses. I always forget something. Anyways, it's a lighter pink. I'll put the name in the corner. So that was my Saturday night. Now we're on to Sunday, and today I went out with my friend Amy. We had originally planned, so again, in changing plans, it was originally the Saturday was going to be for my goddaughter's birthday. The Sunday was going to be with friend Amy. We were going to go in her neighborhood to her market because it is the market that's open on Sunday and that we both love, and then have breakfast. But we went to the gala, and she is going to be looking at puppies. So a family, somebody's related to her husband, so I don't know, I think it's her husband's uncle or aunt or something. Their dog had a litter of puppies, and they have a chance to go look at puppies, and it is my friend Amy. She's always wanted a lab, and it's a beautiful golden lab. And so they're going to go see if they bond with any of the puppies. And then if they do, when the puppy is old enough, they are allowed to take the puppy home, which is really exciting. So when we're at the silent auction, she bid on several dog things, she won 2 of the dog packages. So she's got some of the supplies ready to go if they do find a dog right away. And if they don't gel with any of the puppies, then, you know, for next time, because they are on the hunt. And because she has a cat puppy, especially a female, I think would be really good because she's got a male cat, might be the ticket. So there we go. There is that beautiful pink. So we met up and had brunch this morning, and then I thought I could film this before I have another friend coming over in the afternoon for a visit, who I haven't seen in a little while because due to commitments, health, family, all sorts of things, my vacation, we haven't had a chance to get together in a while. So we're going to hopefully do that this afternoon after she visits her mother, who lives out in my hood. So there we go. So I'm going to go back into the blue and the green again. So let's start with the green. So that's again Nostalgia from the virtual palette. And then after I visit with her, I get a guest for 2 weeks at my house, and her name is Luna. I've had her here before. I watched her last year when her mom went to, I want to say Thailand, and she's going on vacation again and needed somebody to take care of her kitties. And since I can section off my condo for my kitties to be in one side and Luna to be in the other, because cats are not like dogs, they cannot have play dates. I mean, there may be a cat or two that may be okay with that, but most cats, that's not their jam. So I'm going to have Luna for 2 weeks. So her grandpa, who I work with, is going to drop her off later this evening, or like late dinner, early evening time. Alrighty, and then one more time, we're going to go into the Emerald City and we're going to go and use that blue shade. So that's exciting. See if she remembers me and remembers where we are. When I watched her the last time, the first night, it was not rough. Like, it took a little while. She was a little scared, checking things out and sideswiping me when I went by. But by the next day, we were buddies and we had a good she had a good vacation with me. And I think I had her for about a week. This time it's possibly going to be 2, which is a lot longer. So hopefully she enjoys her time. If I had a baby gate, I would try and see, because my one cat is pretty mellow. The other one, not so much, but all right. So that is really cute. I like that. It is definitely a summery look. I think I do want to add some purple. I think I am about that life, and I think maybe I just want to kind of bring just on the outer edge. Hopefully I don't wreck it, but we've got a purple here. So we've got the purple in this palette. Let's see. Just trying to remember where all my colors are. Nope, there's no purple in here. And is there a purple in the Fairy Tale? There is that Ready Burgundy shade, but I think we are going to be sticking more with that kind of color story. So we're going to go, so it looks like the Emerald City palette is winning for this look. We are going to go into a Ding Dong, and that's that purple shade there. I'm going to take a more this one I just always have to, after I wash it, always have to kind of give it a bit of a break because it gets stiff. So anyways, we're going to use this little brush and we're just going to go and put a little purple on the outside, I think. So we're going to go a little Ding Dong. You ever watch that show? Oh, what is it? It's that makeup show, Glow Up or something. And that makeup artist with her stupid Ding Dong. Oh my God, I always want to punch the TV. She makes it crazy. Anywho, here we are. Yeah, just a little bit. Trying to keep it pastel and summery, but still I felt the need to add some purple. And I'm just putting it on careful, so it might look a little patchy, but it's not. It's just me very lightly putting some in and shaping it before I pat in more color, so I don't wreck what I've got going already. Trying to keep the colors from not really touching, right? That looks okay, right? Then it's a little bit darker, so it gives me that darker outer edge that I like, and then now I can fill it in. So, I don't know if you can hear my washer, but in between the breakfast, the afternoon visit, and then the evening delivery of Luna, I need to try, and this weekend to also get a few home things done. So I've already taken out my garbage and recycle. So now it's I've changed the sheets on my bed, so now I'm watching the other set and some clothes from the week. And that way, at least I can say I've done some chores this weekend and getting a video ready for tomorrow. I was going to do a Build-A-Palette. I was looking at the new Clarity. I may still do, but I just didn't have enough time to sit there and try and pick. And I think it has enough colors in there. I want to say it's a 15 or 20 shade palette. I thought that might take me a little bit longer. Sometimes when they're more than, 9, 10 shades, and then depending on the color story, it can be a little hard to find the exact shades you want, and taking pictures and blah, 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 swatching my arms. And I didn't have the time to do that today. All right, so there we go. We've got the purple on that side. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna go repeat this on the other side. And then we can talk about the bottom lash line and shimmers. So I might just cut this part here. Okay, there we go. Now let's do bottom lash line. So I think we're just gonna drag this purple over part way, like so. And then we're gonna go into the blue, which is Bluebird, again from the Emerald palette, where this purple Ding Dong is from as well. And then we are going to go back into Virtual to get the green shade Nostalgia. So again, it's that shade there for the front part. And then the pink I'm going to leave because we're going to go look at a shimmer now, which will probably be pink. There we go. So now let's figure out a shimmer. And okay, so now let's look at a shimmer. I did remember to bring spray as well. And I think we are going to use one from here. And I think, like I said, we wanted to do pink. So I think that one shifts green. Yeah, I think I want to go this time into the darker pink. And then that one, again, without glasses, I can't read that one. So that one I'm going to have to put on top as well. The pink on the pink. And a few of them, like in the Sugar Plum, it works. But for some reason... yeah, this one and that one I could not read. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna actually start with finger first. Maybe I won't need the spray. I love this color so much. Look at this. And then we're gonna go and put that into the front part of our eye. So, that, oh, I think that looks good. And then for the inner corner, let's use pink and green. Silver, yellow. Okay, we're gonna go back into here, and then I'm gonna go, yeah, let's use the other pink one in there. And yeah, I can't read that one either. Look at me, my old age, getting blend, 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 blend. A song from a dryer. Hopefully that isn't copyright protected. Yikes. Was on Friends Live and my ringtone went off and I had to go and answer my phone call, and copyright strike for my Apple ringtone for my phone going off. How ridiculous is that? All right, so there we go. That is a very pastel-y summer look. All right, I'm gonna go and put my base and stuffs on, and we'll see if I'll leave anything else to do. Okay, and there we go, all done. I thought let's just finish it off and I can tell you some of the things that I used. I've just been panning a Laura Geller or powder foundation, so I just have that on. Just use that when I'm running out and about. It doesn't cover everything, but it just evens a little bit. So that's kind of what I've been wanting to. I've been panning that liquid eyeliner that I hate, so we just don't need to go on to that in ad nauseum. On lips, this is from Fenty Beauty, and it is the shade Unlocked. For blush, I've been obsessed again with the NARS Orgasm blush. As you can see, whoops! As you can see, it's broken and almost done, but I do have a backup. That was part of a mystery box. And for a highlighter, I have the P. Louise Hollywood Hills. And there we go. And a little bit of mascara. I had a little trouble getting it close to the edge of my lid today. Don't ask me why. So I got a little bit of a gap, but I'm just at home. So there we go. So that is our quick summer look, playing with 3 of my newest palettes, and that's it. That's it for me. And a little, of course, a little chat about how my weekend is going. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with all the palettes together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.